Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Rental Robert here with the No Pay No Stay Network. I hope you're having a great day. It is a gorgeous sunny day here in Florida. It's probably about 55, 60 degrees. Sun's come out. There's not a cloud in the sky. I already had two people calling about dump trailers. Why? Because their roofing crews are on site making up for 2 rain days. Plus, because I always answer the phone and say, that's not a problem. Yes, we can do that. So they continue to call. Man, have you ever just had one of those days where it's like you just got a feeling there's going to be something extremely strong, prophetic, profound, a message or something that comes from you? Well, I've got a story for you today. I get a call yesterday. Hey, we need a dump trailer. Can you get me one there 7:30 in the morning? Yep, not a problem and everything. I said, I'll drop it off on the way to church. So we go, we drop it off. Them jokers started at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm there at 7:45. They already got half the roof torn off. And I called the dude up. I was like, man, them guys are a beast, man. They are cooking. He said, yeah, they are, man. That's my best crew. So that was pretty cool to see. So then we go, and I go check on and drive by a couple of my rental properties. Hey, you always want to drive on by, see what's going on and everything like that. If they sign a lease and say 3 people are supposed to be living there and you see 6 cars on a regular basis, something ain't adding up. So we go by a couple places, go get us a bite to eat and everything. And so then it's getting close. It's 8:45. Church starts at 9. So we pull in the parking lot and boom, the hammer comes down because the message in church went along with something that happened earlier in the morning before I left the house. There's a lady that has a house that is just sitting, and she says, I'm not going to sell it, I'm going to do something. So this lady says, I moved because of a man. I'm in North Alabama, toxic relationship, bad situation. He dumps me. I'm still living in his house. I can't get forward. I can't get any traction. I had some people that were supposed to do the renovations on my house, fix it up, do this, do that and everything. And I'm like, okay. She said, they ripped me off. They did this. They tried to steal the house. I was like, okay. So these were like hired professionals that had, websites. They had Facebook pages. They had good Google reviews and everything. No, these were friends of friends. Boom. There you have it. You got every dime you paid for. Okay. I'm not saying that you can't find good work like this. However, the majority of the time when John shows up in the station wagon with a cooler full of beer right beside his tools, probably not going to get a very quality job out of him, okay? Unless you've known John and John's got a long track record of producing really good quality work while having that beer cooler in the car. Otherwise, it's probably a disaster and you can watch your money go bye-bye just like them beers are, all right? So again, what is this really underlying tone, that's going on with all of this and everything? And I'm going to tell you what it all has to do with. So, what happened is, this lady does all these things and whatnot. She's got this house, and now she's got all these kind of excuses, which, if you look in one of my other videos, it comes back to, most of our decisions are made by emotion. They're not made by rational logic, okay? Rational logic says if you're in a bad situation, you need to do whatever you can to get out of it. Just the same as, we put our hand on a red hot burner on the stove, we pull it off because it starts to hurt, okay? Now, with her situation, I think what's going to end up happening is this house will get destroyed because of time, okay? And I can't tell you how many times I've seen people that have a house and you'll say, hey, let me buy it. No, I'm going to fix it up and everything like that. 5 years later, nothing's happened to the house, okay? Eventually something does, a limb comes through the roof or something of that nature. and they stop going over there every month, then it's every 3 months, and then before you know it, they go by there once a year. Well, you know, that branch goes through the roof, it continues to rain and everything like that, then all the hardwood floors are totally gone and everything, and mildew's building up and everything, and, you know, electricity's been off, and then something happens, and so then Gulf Power, you know, pulls the meter off the side of the house. Then what do you have to do? Well, if you buy the house, everything has to be brought up to code because now the meter's been pulled. And so now you have to get a certificate of occupancy, which means the county has to come in and make sure everything is safe and certified and everything. So, you know, it just becomes a big mess. And people don't understand that their failure to act is what is going to cause this situation and everything like that. So I tie all this back into, I get to church, and it's not my pastor that's preaching, it's his wife. Her sermon today is on choices. And that we all have choices. You know, she's talked about being molested as a child from the age of 6 to 11, and she made a choice to stay quiet about it. She made mention about people that have drug addiction, and that while, you know, it's tough, we do have a choice, okay? And that, you know, there is a way out, there's a way different. And the reason I say all this is because, man, it just really, you know, it was just like a big old 20-pound sledgehammer over the top of the head with having to do with choices. We go through these things, we have these choices, but we don't really exercise them. You know, just the same as this lady sitting there telling me, saying, you know, I really can't get out of this situation. Oh, yeah, and so then she says, well, it really wasn't my house. My husband died from cancer. You know, the aunt left it to me on condition, you know, that we never sell it because it's been in the family for so long. Okay, well, unfortunately, I'm here to tell you, being a homeowner is expensive. It costs money, okay? A lot of people don't understand that when you pay rent, that water heater, that roof, them property taxes, that homeowner's insurance is all figured into that rent payment, as opposed to if you're making a house payment. You know, normally the mortgage company takes care of the insurance and the taxes because those are escrowed, okay? And so I'm saying all of this to you in the sense that look at the decisions that you're making. Look at your choices, okay? People will sit there and tell you, I'm a product of my environment. No, I'm not. I'm a product of the outcome of the decisions that I make. And why is that? Because I have choices. It's Rental Robert with the Hustle Nation. Have yourself a very wonderful day. Uh-oh. Right there is Jack Motley. He's going to help us get this big vanity out of the back of the truck right there. Why is that? Because Jack is a nice guy. Say hello, Jack.
Hi, everybody.
Everybody must be like Jack, okay? So he's come out of his busy day to give us a hand getting that out of the back of the truck, and so we're going to make this happen. Okay, we got the vanity in, and the whole reason for that is we're going to have coffee here in a second. There's the dog's bowls. Boom! Bathroom is coming along. We got a couple big jobs that are going on right now. And so we are not able to devote time in here at the moment, but we will be shortly. So what are we going to do right now? We're going to pull the Harley out of the garage and go for a little spin. She's looking kind of sad. It's been a while since I've been on her. Have to knock the dust off it. He's a little crybaby. He's like a chihuahua. Little chihuahua, aren't you? Yep. Are you a chihuahua? You are a chihuahua. I'm just a whiny baby. We got the bike fired up. I got a warm cup of coffee right here. We're about to have that, and then I'm going to go out for a ride. You know, one of the quickest ways to success is stop making bad decisions. If you find yourself continually in positions where you're losing money, you're in toxic relationships, you're in You know, I heard a lady say one time she married the same man 7 times. He looked different. He had a different name, but he was the exact same man. And, you know, just stop. Just quit, okay? And one of the things that I tell people all the time is go and talk with somebody that you want to trade places with and ask them about the decision you're about to make, and ask them, does this make sense to you? Let me run this by you. Would you make this decision as well? And hopefully if they got half a brain, their first response is going to be, well, what do you want to accomplish by making this decision? A lot of times people say, hey, you know, I want more money so I can have more freedom, and so I'm going to sell crack. And then they get arrested, and now they're doing time. And what happened? Oh, you don't have any more freedom. See, that quite didn't make sense to make that happen, okay? And just as, you know, this lady has moved to North Alabama and doesn't have any money, can't get her house fixed, can't move, she's stuck in a situation. She's stuck living in his house. You know, she had no foundation whatsoever to fall back on. And so now she is reliant on somebody else. She has no freedom. My thing to you is be careful of the decisions that you make and make sure they're going to have a positive outcome. It's Rental Robert with the Hustle Nation. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, telling your friends about us. It certainly helps. If I can be of any help, send me an email and I'll do my best. Have a great day. Dad, I came outside because I decided I wanted you to pet me. Yeah, and I think this has got a good outcome, so here I am. Yep, here I am. Where's the buddy? There's the buddy dog. That's the buddy. That's the buddy dog. Yeah, he the baby. Baby Tyson. Baby Tyson. Yep. Yep.